Hello, my name is Nahshon Jeremiah. I'm a visual artist. What I do, I take paint and I create captivating stories using persons' emotions and moods. When it comes to the message of the mural, to bring hope to the hopeless, and persons who have lost loved ones through the pandemic, for them to look at that mural and feel some sort of joy or peace from the lost loved ones. And that's where the idea of me taking the hands and forming them into the word hope. And knowing that Grenadians are really good with their hands, you don't always have to say something, to send a message. The first letter we have is the H. The H is holding the nutmeg being one of our main produce here in Grenada, as in a means of export. The nutmeg, it has many different organic needs and abilities. One of the other reasons why we put the H with the nutmeg because of the whole color scheme, and H being as the first letter, the nutmeg being as one of the top spices in Grenada. When it comes to the letter O, the O is holding the COVID. And if you really look carefully, the O is squeezing the COVID, like squeezing it to pop it, to destroy it. And the orange behind the O, the orange symbolizes vitamin C. Vitamin C to nourish our bodies, to help fight off the COVID. When it comes to the P after the O, with the cinnamon, we know cinnamon has many different attributes. The cinnamon helps with the immune system, immune booster. It helps with strength, helps with the skin and all those different stuff there. And Grenada, you could go anywhere and get cinnamon sticks and powder, and it makes really nice tea. So that the cinnamon is a really big spice in Grenada, just as the nutmeg. And right after the P, we have the E, which holds the cocoa. And we know that, well, most of us here like chocolate. And Grenada is really big on the chocolate. We have different variations from the darkest to the lightest. And the cocoa basically symbolizes the cocoa industry in Grenada with the tourism. Since the pandemic, it has really hit the tourism sector really badly. And in having that cocoa in the hand, it shows that there is still hope. There is still hope, for tourism in Grenada right now. And to close it off, we have a heart with a 5 finger. Now, when it comes to the 5 finger, I just found that the 5 finger would have stood the whole essence of the painting. Being the star, it symbolizes the flag, the star in the flag, in the centerpiece, and that's one of the main reasons why I have the star. So it's the flag in a sense, and the spices combining with the flag, meaning the overall tropical fruits and so on that we export and intake as a country. And then the word hope, meaning that to hold on, persons who are feeling hopeless right now, there is something to look forward to. After bad, there always comes good. I am from St. David's originally, in particular St. David's Vincent's area, close to the ocean side. I've grown up there, and I've also gained the ability to paint. I am 28. What I am? I am 27 years old. I am a visual storyteller. So whether it be paint or digital film, I put things together, to captivate persons and inspire them, motivate them, and show them what's possible. When it comes to my art, what really inspires me, it's the environment and the people around me. What I would say really touches, I would say, my heart is the young children. They are very innocent, and when it comes to them communicating with you, they are that is communication in its truest form. And in all of that, putting all of it together, it helped me, I would say, create a particular style that can speak our culture as Grenadians and persons who live in the Caribbean and the tropics. I would say art is extremely important, whether it be painting, drawing, dancing, music on a whole. Art is extremely important. It helps persons develop themselves. It helps them open up and find who they really are. And when you're an artist, you don't have to be a painter, but once you find the ability to create something that is within you, and you're able to share it with others, that is a form of art. And when it comes to Grenadians, this is something in our roots, in everything that we do, whether it be with our hands or mouth. We are creative people. Well, I would say at the beginning, I always liked the little canvas. And in practicing my craft, I realized that if I can put something on a bigger canvas, whereby it's not restricted to inside a house or building, then more persons will be touched by that art. And when I started my first mural project, I would say, and I got the response from the community, then I realized that is something that could really change the way people think, view art on a whole in Grenada, because sometimes we need somebody to show us what we can do, because that person probably would see something in you that you don't see yourself. So when it comes to the mural, that is something that I've promised to my team and to everybody that I'm going to be committed to, in helping people who are not able to express themselves to view the art and feel compelled to share. When it comes to the mural count, because you have the murals in my project and then you have the murals that are jobs. So all together, no less than 100, I would say. Yeah, no less than 100. What I know is that when it comes to that cinema, this once owned by someone who really had the love for the films, storytelling, movies. And from what I was told, that it had long lines, it had a large gathering of persons there, anticipating the new blockbusters at that time, and that was way before my time. But to see the building still standing there now, I felt honored that I was given the opportunity to put that piece of artwork on a building like that, something that I love, either watching or making. The original plan to complete the mural was to finish it in 1 month, and yeah, it seemed like a big feat, because that was the biggest mural I ever done. And that's not only the challenge, the fact that the mural is really high. The building is 26 feet tall. That was another challenge. And we took all of that in consideration, getting all the sponsors and everybody on board. I said that 1 month would have been appropriate, but we didn't get to start until like the latter second week of the month of December. And when we started, it was really exciting, that we were able to compose a design, from an idea to a design, and being able to put it up on a wall. It was an exciting moment for us. Even though we had it to finish in 1 month, when we were to think of the painting days only and not the gaps in between, it was only 10 days. And that was another feat that really had us, on top of the world, yeah. To bring hope to the hopeless, and persons who have lost loved ones through the pandemic, for them to look at that mural and feel some sort of joy or peace from the lost loved ones. And that's where the idea of me taking the hands and forming them into the word hope. And knowing that Grenadians are really good with their hands, you know, you don't always have to say something, you know, to send a message, you know. So hand sign language, it's a really big thing, you know, and using the fruits and spices of Grenada and the colors originally. But fun fact though, originally we weren't going to use the Grenadian colors to complete that mural. We were just going to use complementing colors. And then when we showed it to different persons, the excitement wasn't as great as ours, you know. So then we decided, why not try to connect with them with things like the colors that they know, you know. It's kind of like the bloodline of Grenada, you know, red, green, and gold. And we found a way to incorporate it with the sign language, with the spices, and to complete one entire story, you know, from beginning to end. Well, we had two mural projects. The first one was the Beautify Grenada project, and that was basically funded by sponsors, persons who are business owners who are willing to contribute to the arts in Grenada. And we approached them with the idea, and they were willing to come on board, and they have given us their resources to use, and we thank them for being partners over the years. And the last one, we had to approach more partners because we didn't want the mural to only be seen in the day, but also be seen in the night. You know, so it was like a cherry on top. You know, that would have completed or finished it. You know, and then we being artists, to get to see our work like that for the first time in Grenada, you know, art being lit in a public location, you know, would inspire us and inspire others. Well, apart from the murals, we always try to bring value in person's life, whether it be in Grenada, throughout the Caribbean. We always try to find ways. So that's where we formed, let's just say, a business model where we can contribute different services to persons who have different needs. And we came up with art classes, the murals. Then we have commission paintings and face painting. So that's our four main services. And if it is that somebody is interested in the arts or have some sort of needs or challenges, we can match it up and be able to contribute in that way. Well, overall, I would say is to create a company that could reach throughout, you know, the region. Through the art classes, we are able to touch over 300 kids in Grenada, and we are looking to, you know, stretch throughout the Caribbean and reach more and build something that could be seen as the Disney of the Caribbean when it comes to the arts. You can connect with us through our website, our Facebook, Instagram, or you can call us 534-2669. We are readily available. I'm willing to serve whatever needs you have.
Thank you.
No problem.